This is Kutztown Live. Kutztown University's campus and community issues talk radio magazine. You can listen back to any of our episodes of Kutztown Live by going to Spotify and searching Kutztown University Radio. And now, your hosts of Kutztown Live.
Good afternoon. This is Lori D'Onofrio-Galli, and I'm the Executive Director of the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce here in downtown Kutztown. I'm very pleased to be here today for our bi-weekly segment of Kutztown Live, our chamber segment, where you can become up to date on our events, programs, and initiatives at the Northeast Berks Chamber, and you can also be introduced to one of our chamber members. Today we have as our guest Jenna Kazmar. She is the Public Director at Fatkin Natural Healing, and you'll be hearing from her in a few minutes after I give you some updates on upcoming programs and events at the Northeast Berks Chamber. First of all, I'd like to say that we're very excited that we have just published our 2020 Business Directory. You will be receiving, as an active member of our chamber, a copy of the print directory in the mail in the next week or two. You can also find our digital directory online at our website at northeastberkschamber.com. Look for the digital directory tab. As you browse through the directory, you will find that there are live links to websites and email addresses for all of our members so that you can have quick access to anybody that you're interested in connecting with. I'd like to mention that tomorrow, Friday, January 17th, we have our annual meeting of members and our economic forecast breakfast sponsored by Fleetwood Bank. We can still take reservations to that or walk-ins on Friday, and that will be held here on the campus of Kutztown University in the South Dining Hall. Our guest will be a speaker from the Philly Fed, and again, our sponsor is Fleetwood Bank for another consecutive year. Next month, and that will be February 21st, we have another exciting guest speaker, and that is Heather Adams, the Executive Director of BCTV in Reading. Lions Fiddle Festival will be the sponsor, and her topic is A Citizen's Guide to Community Media. That breakfast meeting will be held at another member location, the Reading Regional Airport. Please register as soon as possible because these meetings fill up, and you can go to northeastberkschamber.com, go to the homepage, scroll down, and you can register as a member guest, or a non-member. Of course, there's a discount if you're a member. So that's what's coming up in the next few months. I'd also like to recognize John Scott, who will be starting his second term as president of the Northeast Berks Chamber. Elise Mitten, first vice president, also in her second year of her term as vice president. Connie Worley from Tompkins Vis Bank is our treasurer, and our secretary is Hope Pearson from Fleetwood Bank. And last of all, we have 3 new board members coming on, one of whom is a professor here at Kutztown University. He is an associate professor in the College of Business. His name is Dr. Sean Riley. He is joining our board this month for his first 3-year term. Also joining him as a new board member will be Abigail Merarkey, and she is from Accelerated Instructional Media in Leesport. And our third new member is Sherry Chrisman of Elite Business Solutions. She's a very active member of our chamber. She's involved in committees and is now joining our board. So we welcome all of our new board members, and we thank our board officers for another term of service. Now let's turn the microphone over to Jenna. As I said, we have Jenna Kazmar here from Fatkin Natural Healing in Muhlenberg Township, just off the 5th Street Highway. And Fatkin Natural Healing has just joined the chamber within the last 2 months. Jenna, welcome to our show on Kutztown Live.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Fatkin Natural Healing for those listeners who may not be familiar with this chiropractic office?
Well, like you said, we are a little wellness center right off of 5th Street Highway in Muhlenberg. We actually just moved there in the beginning of April of 2019. It's a massive expansion for us. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous new building, and we're able to have a lot more to offer at this new location as well. We mostly focus in chiropractic as well as nutritional therapy. So it's called nutrition response testing, and it's basically a very precise wellness program. It's quite quite cool, actually. You can read more about it on our website at fatkinnhc.com. We have a little bit about the practitioners that we have there, as well as some of the other services that we offer.
You know, I was fortunate to visit you at the office, I think just before Christmas, and it's an absolutely beautiful facility. You have a lot of space there. And as you mentioned, in addition to chiropractic, and we'll get back to the doctor in a second, you have other services related to other types of practitioners on the second floor.
Yes.
Tell us about some of those services.
So we have a few people, actually. So the first one, for example, is Laura Reiter. She does massage and medical massage, like deep tissue. There's other kind of lymphatic drainage procedures that she's done. She's very, very highly qualified, very, very nice. We have Jennifer Smith, who does myofascial massage. That's a different, more gentle form of massage therapy. She does reflexology. She also does craniosacral massage, oncology massage, amongst other things. And then we also have Susan Dre. She's a Reiki master. She's absolutely incredible to meet in person, and she does a few other things alongside of that, but I think Reiki is really the main thing that she offers.
Now, what are the hours of your wellness center?
We have different hours depending on the day. Just try to keep in mind multiple people's personality. Wow. Availability, that was the word I was looking for. So Mondays and Wednesdays are our long nights. We're there until about 7 p.m. typically. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have half days where we're here until lunchtime. And then Fridays are more of our regular hour days where we're here from about 7 in the morning till about 4 in the afternoon or so.
Well, it certainly sounds like you can accommodate most people's schedules, that's for sure. Now, give us an idea, who are some of your typical patients? I mean, demographically, do you have a mix of both more mature patients and younger people? What do you find typically in the practice?
Honestly, we've seen everyone from newborns to the elderly. I mean, both for chiro and for the nutrition work that we do. Most of the time, the people that come in as patients are people that are looking for answers for their health problems that the medical system has not really been able to give them. Maybe people who are hurting, something happened to their back, or they maybe woke up the wrong way. Honestly, we have every single kind of person that comes through those doors.
I think that so many of these, what used to be called non-traditional therapies or remedies, I myself have been using chiropractic and natural remedies and alternative therapies for decades, so I know firsthand how well they work. And I think that more and more we see people, whether they go to exclusively non-traditional therapies or they blend them with traditional ones. I think we see so many people looking at chiropractic and some of the other services that you talked about, massage therapy and so forth. And I know that even before your practice joined the chamber, some of my friends at the chamber were actually patients at Fatkin Natural Healing and spoke so highly of Zach Fatkin, who is the chiropractor. What can you tell us about him?
So he actually started Fatkin. It was Fatkin Family Chiropractic at the time. He started his chiropractic practice back in August of 1999, very shortly after he had graduated from chiropractic college. And his entire story really started when he was a teenager. He started getting these very, very severe migraines. And so after some time of struggling with them, his father took him to the chiropractor for the first time. And after a few adjustments, those migraines were gone, and it really inspired him to want to help people through this method of treatment. And so he ended up following this path of becoming a chiropractor. And later on, when he was in his 30s, he really suffered from depression and anxiety, like very, very badly, amongst other health issues. And he discovered nutrition response testing, which is the nutrition work that we do. And eventually he went on to become a practitioner, and now he's one of less than 800 advanced graduates in the country, which is not too much, but he's very, very experienced when it comes to this, and he's been helping so many people. Eventually we rebranded as Fatkin Natural Healing, which felt more appropriate for the work we were doing, and now we're able to offer way more than just the chiro and the nutrition, because we have all these other practitioners at our wellness center.
Well, it's wonderful to have such a qualified practitioner in the Reading area.
Yes.
If we have people listening who say, I'd be interested in meeting the chiropractor, I'd like to get an appointment, and I'd like to talk about nutrition response testing, what is the best way for them to get a hold of your office?
The best way is to call us, absolutely. We do have submission forms through our website, but typically calling is the easiest. That way we can get people scheduled as soon as possible, as opposed to kind of going back and forth through email.
And your phone number?
610-939-0780. And we are available during any of the hours I mentioned before. You can also find our hours online on our website at, again, www.fatkinnhc.com, or on Google, really.
All right. Thank you so much, Jen. It's been a pleasure having you today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.